are live, it looks like. Pop out some chat. What's up, Jacob? Oh. Man, what a wild week, huh? What a wild, wild week. I was actually not able to really pay good attention yesterday at all to what everything happened yesterday. All I know was we got to bounce. So thank goodness, huh? Was there any positive news that you guys know about? I just feel like stuff hit the low. Stuff was on sale, had to grab it. Hopefully we don't see a reversal from it going up. Hopefully, I don't want to see a reversal, Jacob. I want to see a continuation. Because, I mean, even after hours was looking pretty nice. My seat's weird. I think. Let's see. I think the little shock absorber thing is dying on my chair. All right, now I feel better. Yeah, because I think Tesla after hours. I didn't even look at what their news was. Owning a Tesla in Texas could cost you $400 a year. Like, only cost you? Oh, you get an annual fee. That makes sense. We all gotta pay our fair share. I was thinking it's kind of cool, like we don't have to pay the tax that's added to gas to take care of our roadways and all that stuff. So, yeah, a little bit more tax. That's fine. Jacob, did you? I don't know if you paid attention yesterday at all. Was there like a catalyst, or was it just a typical overreaction when it was dropping, and so everything kind of bounced back up? I really wish. Yesterday I was just about as disconnected as I possibly could be. Just had way too much stuff going on, and that's why I made the late video. I didn't even have really a chance to watch my account. I quickly rolled out some of my calls, even let that one deal expire, and then looked like it was a pretty good day. Maybe I should do that more often. No, it didn't work out when I was sick too. That was a couple of days when it dropped too. And now I get to look. I'm gonna go look through some. There it is. See if there's any stuff that we need to talk about. Yeah, everything was under support. Yeah, just a good buying opportunity. I added stuff. It was really nice. I got to add some lemonade, which I'm long on. I think the market was pricing in inflation. Yeah, maybe just an overreaction overall. Inflation should be pretty decent for the market. Things are just crazy. Drocky. So one of my comments, hey, you said you got 50,000 from 575 in a half month when stock market had crashed a little bit last year. Could you get 50,000 from 500 in half a month by doing the opposite when the stock market is going up? Yeah, if it I got a lot of it in the bonds, but yeah, I mean, if you happen to pick everything correctly, basically you'd have to buy stuff that went up, 100x, which isn't impossible, but anything that you buy like naked is going to be super risky, and you have a 99% chance of losing it. I just got super fortunate during that first point. Stephen Banks rolled. Dude, I rolled too. I rolled a lot of stuff and then just bought some like 500s, or opened up some 500 stuff. Let's see. How much of your money do you get back if you roll then close? I'm still trying to understand this stuff. Chi-Town. I'll probably have to write that out. If you roll then close, you still get all of your collateral back. So when you roll, your collateral staying exactly the same. And then if you close it, you don't get. I mean, you just pay whatever it takes to close it. So it depends whether or not it ends up or down. Pretty much, that's pretty difficult to explain all at once. So you normally wouldn't do that. If you're planning on rolling it, you would either roll it and just wait, or if you're just planning on taking the loss anyways, then you would just close it, right? You get all your collateral back and then just close it for whatever it's worth at that time. Wouldn't you have to roll for a debit at the same strikes unless you roll out really, really far? Yeah, I'd rather roll out really far. I mean, it could be a small debit, a small credit, and of course it all depends on where you're at relative to that price. So if you're like somewhat close, and also depends on volatility. So if you're somewhat close, you should be able to get a credit by rolling it out not too far. It also depends like how far away it is currently. So if you're still, let's say, 6 weeks out, even if it's in the money, a lot of times you can still roll it out for a credit, which is why I think you should, like, kind of as soon as possible, as soon as you're getting uncomfortable, roll it out, because there's still all that extrinsic value there. But yeah, if it's like expiring next week, absolutely, yeah, you're gonna pay something. But some of those are low enough too, to where, like, if I had a 650 now, I would roll that out to the, like, I could roll it out to the end of the year at 700. I'm still like super confident. I mean, we've seen 700 several times during the whole year. Well, obviously 8 and almost 900 by the end of the year, and we have a couple more earnings calls. And I mean, we're gonna see the Cybertruck this year, and we're going to see the Tesla Semi. So, like, those couple things alone, I think are gonna make a huge difference, like, just in the stock price. And I think a lot of people probably got out of it maybe to go play some crypto or whatever else the daily the flavor of the week is. Crypto's just been nuts too. My girlfriend's still holding so much Doge. It's crazy. Tried to talk her out of it, but yeah, let's see. Can we make this guy bigger? Oh, we have way too much stuff going on here. Yeah, I'm still seeing like why I was kind of calling out that 600. Like, if you look at the longer picture, you saw that real good consolidation around 600 here, and then for a second time here, third time here, and now we're really below that. So I expected a pretty good up, but I mean, like, right in that level seems to be pretty decent support overall. Where's my where are we at? That's like a triple, almost like a, nope, wrong button. Yeah. Oh, that's how you have to draw a box on that. I don't draw a lot. Hey Joe, how's it going? What's up Memorial Day? What's with the Memorial Day buy on Tesla? Do you think it could be worth it? What's the Memorial Day buy? I don't even know what that is. When is Memorial Day? Oh, May 31st. I don't know about that. I'd be curious to know. So like, are you saying like on Memorial Day, like it hit a low? Oh, I'm looking at the wrong thing now. So we're back. Oh, then we have to go to like 3 year and look at. So would that be 5 somewhere in here? Gone up there, and then too small before that. Yeah, explain that one to me though. Yeah, I think I think everything is just gonna go nuts at some point, and I mean that's always what I'm worried about is losing up on the top side. That's why iron condors or call credit spreads are always scary to me. I'm just waiting for that next rocket up, and we only have, which is crazy because we know these catalysts are coming. The Tesla, the Semi, and the Cybertruck like are going to be big catalysts. We know that, and we don't have very much time left till the end of the year. And every single one of the reports has been good. Yeah, and Jacob, I want to do. I keep saying this like for a couple weeks too. I want to do just a video and matrix out like where you can and can't roll a credit spread for profit or not, or to gain on it. What are my thoughts on weekly credit spreads? I think they're fine if they're like super crazy far out of the money, but like as the last few weeks, months have showed us, like you can get some huge drops. Like you have to do it on something like Tesla that has a decent amount of volatility. Otherwise, if you're doing it on something less volatile like AT&T or Coke or anything kind of in between, I don't think the risk is worth it. Like you look at them on a weekly and it's like you can get $2 for your $1,000 collateral, which is like, might as well just, I don't know. I'm sure you can do something else better for $2 and not put $1,000 at risk. People usually buy before Memorial Day and drive up the price, then sell 15 to 20 days later. Kind of weird trend that's going on with Tesla. Oh, what about SPY? Yeah, like weeklies are pretty good on those. And then thankfully, I think even his, weren't they like, he had an iron condor on it and then he was like super far out of the money and would have lost on it unless he probably was pretty close to getting stopped out unless Friday happened. I still like getting a little further out. So people usually buy before Memorial Day, drive up the price, then sell 15 to 20 ones later. Oh, is that the sell in May and go away kind of thought? Is that like just like all across the board, or is it? I mean, it's kind of weird because like really a lot of us started because of the pandemic and all this volatility, and not very long before that. So I feel like me, since I've paid super close attention and really learned this stuff, it's just been an insane market compared to, however many years and years and years have gone by. Like, we've never seen a pandemic. It's probably like a world war is the closest thing that we saw market wise to it. And then just the insane run up. I mean, my God, like that looks crazy on the SPY. I mean, like, if you didn't know better, like, there's almost like no dip there. But if the sell in May go away thing, I think that's like generally true over years and years. I don't know. For me, I feel like this year, the next coming years are like super unique. And then what our current administration is doing could definitely change things quite a bit compared to years past. Like, we're not just chugging along. Like, some of those moves about with the tax and like with the bond rates and everything, those are like huge moves. I know you don't do weeklies. I do weeklies sometimes. I'm not saying I never do it, but if I did it on SPY, for example, how would I manage losses, and what would you do if it moved against you? I would probably just do a stop loss. Like, I mean, that's like what most people do. They'll do like 200% of their credit. So if you grab $20 for a $100 spread, and I would just max loss it at 40. And if I was doing that, I would probably also do an iron condor, because you might as well play both sides of it, especially right now. I mean, I've had, let's see, do I have any weeklies? Like, I do. I just opened some up Thursday for next week just because Tesla seems so oversold. Hopefully they found support. I like it. I like where they're at right there. But actually I do. Let me see. Let me jump into my Robinhood. See what we do have going on here. There's me. Boop. And where'd that window go? Oh, already popped out. Chats. Okay. I mean, those are pretty close to weekly. Like, and then I do have, like, I actually have, it's crazy. I actually played an iron condor on Tesla, 500 790s. And it's just like the biggest problem I just see with weeklies is you don't have that whole lot of recourse. But I think if you do it consistently, that's probably going to be just a winning trade. But I think you just have to do it like over time. And most of the people who do those that I've watched, like when they've kept a log on it and they'll show you all their trades, they'll just like have a stop loss on it, and they'll have there's two types of people who manage it like super close and move things, and some people just like let it fly. And most of them have, like anywhere between like a 65 and 85% win rate on it. But they also just like, they take their losses and then they stop, like, and even dude, what's up, Logan? When I'm coming out to Washington? When are you coming out here? What date? But anyways, like they accept their losses, and even when I was watching people talk back through it and they really thought it through, they were looking at when they made the wrong moves, and like the wrong moves was when they tried to get back in, like, and not just taking their losses and moving on. You got a 675 or 677, 675, expiring on the 28th. Yeah, that's because it's probably not worth much. Like if you change it over to equity, you can see what the thing's worth. It's probably not worth a lot, so you'd probably have to move it out really far unless we get like more run up next week. So I mean, we'll just have to wait and see. And then move it out accordingly. And you may have to move it up like that. If it was either, I'd take the loss because it's not a huge spread. But you can move. I mean, you can move that out to July. I really like July since we do have those couple catalysts coming out, and that's going to be third quarter where we're looking at possibly Cybertruck production and the start to some semi, or out to the end of the year. June 2nd to June 4th, or June 2nd to June 6th. The 6th is a Friday. Or no, was the 4th a Friday? 4th is yeah, 4th. Dang, that's only like a few weeks. Yeah, let me know, man. Actually, after this, give me a call, or I'll give you a call. That's cool. And we'll see what works out, because I'll just like block off some time, because that's during the week. Yeah, I'll just take a day off, and then we'll then we'll figure it out. Yeah, cool. Dang, that's like pretty quick too. All right, come to Washington, and then it's on to China a few months later. Oh, and since we were just talking about you, Logan, you had a SPY put credits, or a SPY you had a SPY whatchamacallit, Iron Condor, right? And you were like almost like you were down on it until Friday when it ran up. I think that's what I saw you post. Logan and Theta collab coming to theaters near you. Yeah, I've been lagging on it too. We're supposed to go through Tesla earnings, and I'm just like too caught up with other stuff, and it sucks because it's like one of the most fun things I do. Down 8K, dude. Good diamond hands though, man. Yeah, I saw that they popped back up. That's super awesome. Were you sweating? I'd be sweating. Oh, all your spreads. I was thinking about just that one that you ended up on, because I think you had, what was it, like 6K collateral or something like that, and then you ended up golden. That's super awesome. Love some Tesla run up, rocking 17 shares now. $100 for your dad. Dude, I still see like right around the $600 level. Like we've had those 3 bump ups right after that. I don't know when the next huge leg up. I was expecting it by now, but with these catalysts coming up, we're good. Nice. Where you at? You're in Colorado now? Yeah, I'm excited for the end of this year. I think the end of this year is going to be nuts. And then, of course, 2025 and beyond. When those silly little things that were like, oh, should I buy it at 600 or 800 or 700? And oh, I lost so much money because I bought them at 750 and I got screwed. And then, good God, a few years from now, we're all going to be laughing about that. It's kind of like buying it pre-split, like 100%. It's like buying it pre-split, and then like I totally remember pre-split. It was like bouncing around 900, I think, and I was like, oh, should I buy it? Maybe I can try to buy and sell some and like day trade it, and then ripperoni. And yeah, if we sold it, you'd have been screwed, which is why I don't want to sell any. Yeah, now we're just waiting. We just have to wait for those bigger catalysts. And the cool thing, I think, with this price point and them growing, like, it's not going to be very long. I mean, it's going to be a while, but like in the whole scheme of things for long-term investors, it's not going to be very long where their PE ratio is not looking ridiculous. I mean, it's already obviously down crazy from where it is, but they're going to grow into that PE ratio so fast. It's going to be nuts. And it's not going to look stupid anymore, because it does. Let me see. What else do we have? Let me go back to my comments that I haven't been able to get to. Good Lord. 690. No kidding. I have a little bit of alphabet in my long term. Not much. But it was crazy, like looking over the past week, like even my like even my portfolios that are, or my I don't know. I guess they're kind of individual portfolios. Even stuff with just super safe everything on them are actually down a little bit. Actually, my dividend one is looking, God, it's just like super chugging along. I'm gonna get into this thing real quick. Hopefully you guys all have some long-term picks and you're not just playing options. Where's my dividend flow? If I had this thing for a year, there it is. This is crazy. These are just like all dividend stocks, and for the past year, this thing hasn't even seen like a dip, except for, was it like this week? And you can even barely see it now. This was like the first time this thing had almost like any downness, but over the month, quarter of the year, there's, I mean, like that was kind of like a little one. There's like these, like my down days are down a couple dollars, not even like 1% or anything. And this has gained 55% and almost $350 worth of dividends. But I just started this, so let's see, what, a year ago I had $6,000, so I've doubled the amount in it. Picked up pretty good market gains in this thing, and still getting that dividend too. My stocks only go up. Oh no, my friend, look at my Tesla. It clearly does go down sometimes. My dividend portfolio, that like it's not looking too terrible. And I have a whole $11 cash in this thing too, so yeah, it's just nuts. Like the whole, let's see, I guess we were down like $150 or something. That was terrible. I was really upset that day. But yeah, this last month up $700. And this is, I don't know if you guys have all seen this before. This is a portfolio I put together basically to get daily dividends. Like when I initially picked them, all their dividend payment dates, like every single day, I should be getting something in there. And that way, whatever happens to be down like that week, that's purchased. So everything on average is just purchased when it's down, and not purchasing anything more that's up. Let me see. Can I? I don't know what kind of. I don't remember what kind of information's on here. Activity. There we go. But it's, I don't know, I still like it. It's pretty cool just having like all these like little deposits all the time. Date range. So pick up $1 or $2 every day or so. And then I have, I guess, my couple bigger holdings on like AT&T and Altria. Then once in a while I'll get like $8. And I think I stick like $40 or something in this twice a week, something like that. I have it like on autopilot. This is my like Acorns but better, because it actually makes some money. I remember having Acorns like years and years ago, and like you'd have like thousands of dollars in there and like make a couple dollars. It sucked. But I'll just keep this. And I do own some Apple. This is, I think, the only place I might own Apple. Not like Logan, a huge Apple shareholder. Oh, you got 4K? I have a 4K camera. I need to use it. Actually, I have one. Actually, I have one like that I can mount in the car too. When you test out autopilot, give us your feedback. That's what I've been meaning to do too. Like a million things, of course. There's always like a million ideas and so many things I want to talk about and so many things I want to do. Getting to it's another thing. Oh, I like that SPY. What did the SPY hit on Friday anyways? $417. Nice. Yeah, it's a super, I don't know. It's a super fun having that. Like I actively trade obviously my Robinhood and post most of those, but I trade on my TD Ameritrade, I trade on my Tastyworks, and then my M1. I just blindly dump money in there on this long-term picks, and I have 3 or 4 different portfolios in there. I think I have like a what do we have in here? We have dividend portfolio. I have a main one that just has like blue chip stuff. I have a growth portfolio. Oh, I have 5. I have one just made up of ARK Invest, and then I have one that I rolled an IRA over to. Too many portfolios. It's like so many different companies, so many different stocks that it's like you can't really benefit from holding like just a few in those gains, because everything else is kind of averaging it out. So I have my very own S&P like 200. Yeah, someone's asking, let's see, when do I think SPYs will return to 420s? This week, looks like, unless we have any other terrible news coming out. But I don't think so. Oh, I need to post this too. Yeah, someone asked me like the best way to know ahead of time when the feds or president is speaking. Like you can go to like whitehouse.gov and look at they have a calendar of events on there, and then same thing with Fed. They have calendar of events on those too. Dude, let's get that Tesla back up. Yeah. It'll go up. I don't like I don't have any doubt like with the end of this year, like by the end of this year there's only these positive things. I mean the big bad thing that's just happening is like interest rates and more taxation. That's terrible. But as far as them in a company, we only have good stuff coming out, like with the semi and Cybertruck alone. And then when they start the production back of the X and the S, that's going to be huge margin wise, because those are the biggest margin getters that they have. You're going to hit Tesla credit spreads hard. Yeah. I think it's not a bad time. I thought Thursday and Friday, but also I don't know. I just have such rose-colored glasses. That's probably one of my biggest, like the biggest downfalls too. I'm just like, I don't get it. This company is going to be worth $3,000 a share in not very long. Like, what are these people doing selling at like a single share? When do I roll in the money spreads? Do you do it a day before or a week before? I do it as soon as possible if I don't see anything supporting it at all. So the only exception when I didn't roll them was right before the production numbers, because I knew that was coming and I knew their earnings were coming. So we had the run up before that, so I was in the money a little bit before then, and then those came out and everything was happy, and they went way back out of the money. But you want to just roll them. If you're uncomfortable with it, roll them as soon as possible, because that's when you have the maximum extrinsic value, especially when we know there's no catalyst coming. Like, there's no reason not to, in my mind, unless you just want to, like, you're just going to, if there's like a point where there's no support, you're just going to lose more and more value, and then it's going to become more expensive to roll it out. Unless you're just like hoping for a bounce, but hoping is probably not the best answer. How do we sell them? Oh my gosh. Do you think Tesla's near the bottom, or could it dip into the 400s? I don't think so. I mean, the lower it goes, the more support it's going to see, because it's obviously not worth zero. But I saw, I still think we've had like these three pretty good areas here, and now here, where we're seeing that $600 range again. So I know we had like, I think it dipped down, what was it, like 520 something, like on one candle, and it was like pre-market. I think it was this one. What was that candle? 539. I think that was like the lowest one. 540. But anytime it's dipped below 600 for quite some time, it has not stayed down there for very long at all. So I think like now, looking broader is definitely like a really good time. And it's always hard, because like when it's up quite a bit, like just to get your money working, and that's like one of the things for me is like I want my money returning something. So you want to open up a put credit spread just to collect some more premium, but it's scary, like way up there, like where it was $700-900. But to collect any credit at all, you have to be so close to the money. If it's up at $800 and you're opening them at $600, you're gonna collect $5 for your $1,000 worth of collateral, and I mean that's not worth it. That's not worth it at all. And then at that point, it was also hard to sell the top side, because we just experienced like complete run up, and it looked like a nonstop, like a you know, a freight train that just wasn't going to stop at all. God, 400s. If it goes down into the 400s, I'm selling some stuff. That's all there is to it, and not my Tesla stock. I'm 100% selling stuff. I don't know. I don't know what I'll do. I'll just change all my other portfolios over to straight Tesla if I see like 400s. Good Lord. I don't think they're like, it's the company I like the most, and I don't think we're going to be much more on sale than that. I was expecting to see Palantir too. That was another one. I picked up some more. I was surprised to see that so low. I mean, what did that dip down to? 16 or something like that? That was nuts. $17, $16. Yeah, let's go Palantir. I think I picked up some more. I think I have 3. What do I have? Where's my Robinhood? I picked some up at, where were we at? 16 something. I picked up a few more. Where's my dang shares? God, I always hate this. I hate desktop when I don't use it. And everybody always sees it before me. Oh, shares. Where's some damn shares? Just got to sign on Palantir. 22, nice. You gonna sell some calls on it? Dude, where is my dang number of shares? I hate... 350, 350. I'm 100 ahead. Let's go. And I have 3 $20 calls for June 17th, which I'm down on, but that's okay. We're selling some credit on those too. So I've got 3 $20 calls on Palantir. So that'll make up another, that'll give me another 300 shares. There you go. Well, I have 3 leaps. You're gonna have to buy some more leaps. But they're a really good deal right now. $500 for a year, not bad. That's cheaper than a lot of subscription services I have. You're running leaps on Fisker to 2023? I don't know anything. I know nothing about Fisker. That's okay. I heard like slow and steady wins the race or something like that. Fisker. Fisker. I know like what they are, and I remember like their cars caught on fire a lot. Yikes. What was their earnings call like? Or is that... Oh, it's coming up. Ooh. So you excited for that earnings call then? Magna and Foxconn. I'll have to look at it. Do you think they're like... Fisker, are they going after... It's like luxury though, right? Like complete luxury market. So like something closer to Lucid, something like that. What would I say is the safest option strat? Selling puts on a stock you like. Oh, cheaper SUV. Okay, I just brought up the Ocean. Yeah, it looks pretty cool. Only 38,000. Whatever happened to the Sharp whatever guy? I don't know. He got hacked and left forever. I don't know. It was so damn comical. I was kind of hoping he came back one day. And he was like all 100% what's the word? He's like the biggest hypocrite ever, because he's making all those videos of like people not showing their stuff, and then he has a few bad days and then won't show his stuff, and like, all right, start it over. I think he just like got margin called into the dirt, honestly. Kind of feel bad. He's like a personable, like, I like the way he talked, and he's like entertaining. Wasn't there for advice or anything, and like legit felt bad for everybody that was following it and buying all those like legit every single hype thing. And he just stopped one day. It was crazy because like it grew, like he like grew like crazy, and then started doing like cooking stuff. So I have no idea. When is this supposed to come out? The Ocean. You can reserve one. $250. Let's see. Reservations. Q4 2020. Oh, okay. So that's a long ways out, huh? What's their balance sheet look like? Any idea? I mean, that's like my opinion. That looks like the right vehicle. That looks like the right price. But balance sheet, supply, software, battery technology, charging network, like those are all the big questions for me. But looks good. I mean, it actually looks nice. Have they like, did they have any prototypes out that you can go see? I mean, now they're all just going to be like, they're electric scooters on. They're all electric scooters, dude. You got a Fitbit? Don't you just have like you have an Apple Watch though, right? Doesn't it do all that? I mean, if you own so much Apple, Fitbit's still like a separate company, right? And you own Apple. Oh, nice! You took your premium and bought one. I love it, dude. You don't have an Apple Watch? Why? You own so much Apple stock. You should at least put it into something that you own. That's crazy. Oh, okay. I like how sleek the Fitbits are. I get that. Yeah, they look like a little bit cleaner than a watch. Got a Mac, AirPods, and an iPhone. Yeah, the Apple Watches are not very sleek, are they? With the big square. Not at all. I got my Samsung. So were you able to sell enough premium to buy one? And they're probably pretty cheap now, right, too? How much is a Fitbit? I know, and the best part is just like all the stupid data. Oh, dang, there's a bunch of them. Oh, like $150, $130, something like that. Best part is just tracking cool stuff. Yeah, Amazon Prime, baby. New Fisker. I'll have to read more about what they're gonna do with this thing. I think I saw somebody looking at it earlier. Like I was watching a video on it. That'd be pretty cool to go see one of those though. But that's like pretty much a Model Y though, right? Like, is it supposed to be any better than a Model Y? It looks like this. I'll tell you right now, the suspension looks better from this picture. That is one of the few things I don't like is how rigid the suspension is on the Y. But I did use one with the regular wheels on it, and that extra little bit of tire definitely made it way more cushy. Oh, there we go. 2022. Is Fisker going to be their own battery manufacturer? Oh, they haven't said. I hope it's not another Nikola. But they're like already an established company. Like Fisker's been a thing before that, right? Like they actually had vehicles. Okay, more details. So maybe like at their earnings or something. So no details, just like a concept. I swear to God, we could start a company, go public, and all we need is like drawings of a car. We'll say it's gonna get 600 or 700 miles of range, have 1,000,000 horsepower, 0 to 60 in 1.89 seconds, and just win. And everybody will just pump up the stock. That's all you need to do. You don't even need a vehicle, you just have to have a drawing of one. And then get some people to write some articles. Is this the next Tesla killer? It's got to be better than that canoe thing. Like whatever we come up with. Like literally. Why don't we just like make it a pump like Doge? Yeah. Or just to replace something existing. That'd be maybe the easiest thing. So you're not even competing with Tesla. Just like we're replacing trains with these EV trains or buses or something like that. Fully recycled carpeting. Are you kidding me? Vegan interior. Awesome. Oh, looks good. I like the car. Hopefully they can maintain the price point, and I mean, all the little details seem to add up. Like I've been watching a lot of the Monroe when he tore down the Volkswagen, which not good. The Ford ended up good, and like it looks like the Polestar is pretty good. But the difference in like all those like just like the UI and everything seem to make a huge difference. And still like that standard, Tesla's definitely the standard, but it looks like Ford actually has their stuff right. They make the car out of vegans. Yes, just like Girl Scout cookies are made out of real Girl Scouts. So absolutely. Oh crap, it's gonna kill my desk. All right guys. Well, I think I'm gonna call it a day. Go get some stuff done. Give Logan a call. See what we're gonna do for how many days and where in Washington. We'll do something. We'll have to like live stream some autopilot or something like that. Go see how the charging stations are. But other than that, thank you guys for showing up. Hope you guys are having a productive, good weekend. Hopefully next week is like looking pretty good. This last week was just a bloodbath. It was not fun. It's just not fun. We'll have some fun next week. All right, guys. Yeah, thank you so much. Love you guys. Bye-bye.